Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, in this video, I'm about to drop some bombs. I'm about to make you guys rich. I'm about to make you guys profitable in like 7 or 8 minutes. Alright, so I don't want to waste no time at all. I titled this video the title for a reason. Listen, if you're part of gang, like you're trying to become profitable this year, you're trying to make trading a steady source of income. And I'm talking about trading. I don't care if it's forex or futures or options or you're just buying and selling stocks. Listen, if you're trying to become a profitable trader and investor this year, then this is the right video for you. So like keep watching. Alright? And subscribe while you're at it. But nevertheless, though, let's get started. Alright. So it's all about your data. It starts and ends with your data. Like you need to be recording your data. You can't be profitable if you don't know your numbers. Trading is no different from any other business. If you look at the stock market, there's a reason why you can check the financial statements of any business. You need to know their income, their expenditure. If you call yourself a trader but you don't know your income and expenditure, you don't know your stats, then you are a gambler. You're a glorified gambler. And we don't do that over here. That's why I say you need to know your numbers. Trading is a business just like any other business. And you want to be running a profitable business. So you need to know your data. Forget technicals. Let's put the charts to the side right now. I don't care about higher highs and higher lows. I don't care if you're trading chart patterns, ascending bull flags, breakouts, momentum. I don't care if you're trading ICT or whoever the hell you want to swear by. You need to know your data. If technicals alone was able to make you rich, everybody be a millionaire by now. ICT's courses are all on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? There's so many different trading courses on YouTube. Rinse and repeat. But obviously we know, and if you didn't know now you know, that technicals by itself cannot make you rich. That's why you need to upgrade your behavior, upgrade the way you think. And I understand upgrading the way you think can be very difficult, right? So I want to introduce a school of thought to you that can help you upgrade the way you think naturally. Record your data. Alright? Listen, stay with me for a second. Get TradeZella. That's the best platform out here. This isn't a sponsored video. TradeZella, you guys should better hit me up. But get TradeZella. If you don't want to pay subscriptions for a monthly basis, then you can do it yourself. Get Notion. Go on Google, search up Notion, download it, bookmark it, create a template for you to record your stats. But every trade you take should be recorded. You should be able to see the trades you took 3 months ago, last month. You want to make this business work, you need to do these things. If you don't want to make it work, then you can keep on wishing it does work and stay lazy. But there's no reward for lazy people. And this community is not for lazy people. You need to know your data. You need to know about your losing trades, your winning trades, your behavior, repetitive behavior. You need to know how you manage your risk. You need to know your win rate, your loss rate. You need to know your risk reward. You need to know your profit factor. And these are words, these are terms that might seem like a lot. But trust me, once you start recording your data, all these things are going to become easy to you. Because it's going to be right there. You're going to be able to see how many trades you took last month, how many of them you won, how many you lost, how much you spent on average on your winners, how much you lost on average on your losers. You know, you're going to be able to see all these things right there. It's going to be right in front of you. Your edge is in your data. Your edge is not in a course that you're about to watch. Your edge is in your data. If I wanted to teach you how to trade, I'll teach you the bare minimum of technicals, and I'll let you trade for a period of time and record every single trade you take so that you can go through that data after a while. Because your real growth is in the data. If you want to make this profitable, if you want to make this business work for you 2026, you want to make income from trading and not just be talking about it, you need to be studying your data. For example, my SW tap. Those of you who used to follow my Instagram, even though I don't have an Instagram profile no more, so anyone who hits you up in my name is false. Listen, I used to post on this setup all the time. Alright? SW tap is time, area, and price protraction. Very easy setup to identify. I discovered this setup not based off of ICT or any of these courses. It was just going through my data. So I would take a trade every time London and New York open. I'd take a trade, take a long, and price would take me out and then run out my stop, and eventually go in the direction I thought. After going through my data and seeing this thing play out for a long period of time, for day after day after day, I discovered that that could be an edge of its own. I worked to get the objectivity out of it, make it something that you can checklist, like read and wait for it, and then take that trade, easily observable, and it became a very powerful setup. Very powerful setup. Helped me pass funded accounts after funded accounts many times over the last many months, and also get payouts. As a matter of fact, I took that same setup yesterday. I took that same setup yesterday, and we made 100 points off of that setup. Right? We made 100 points off of that setup. I want to show you guys this so you know that I'm not just bullshitting. So this was the trade we took yesterday. This was December 24. So we made 100 points just off of that trade. And this is a setup that I discovered through my data. And that's why I'm urging you guys to focus on your data. That's the easiest way to upgrade your psychology, is by your data. If you have a problem over trading, go through your data, see how much you overtrade. See what is the opportunity cost of overtrading. For example, I wanted to make a rule that I don't want to trade more than twice in a day. For many times I would break that rule and end up trading more than twice and end up losing or even being profitable on some days. After going through my data, I discovered that if my win rate naturally is 60 or 75%, then the cost of taking a third trade in my day at the end of the month is going to drop my risk to reward. It's going to drop my win rate from 75% to like 30%. So that's a costly mistake. So when I have the opportunity, I'm at my desk and I want to take that third trade now, I don't tell myself, oh, I have this rule I wrote down that I'm not going to trade. I tell myself, listen, based off of statistics, like I have evidence to disprove why I shouldn't, carry out this behavior. Do you see how it works? You can trick your brain into doing the right things by having statistical evidence you've obtained about yourself through your data. Your data is your edge, and your data is the heartbeat of your business. So study your data, record it, study it. I don't care how you do it, but do it. And lastly, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. I wanted to show you guys this chart real quick. And it's not a price chart. We're not talking about price charts today. Strictly about becoming profitable, right? So if you guys haven't seen this, if you're like me who was very hungry to become a profitable trader, then this is for you, right? So when you do become profitable, you don't actually change as a human being. Your exact self right now is going to be your profitable self. All you need to do is make your numbers align. This is what they call the positive trade equation, or trader's positive equation, something along the line. But what it is basically is the combination of your win rate and your risk reward. And this is why you need to know your data, right? So this was mine for one of these months, maybe September or so. I had a 50% win rate and I had a 1-to-1 risk reward. Now you might think, oh, 1-to-1, like you're only making the same amount that you risk when you do win. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's poor. But in this business, it's not. In this business, that probably helped me make like 2,000 points in a month. So it's not poor by any means. It is profitable. Once you have a profitable equation and you're able to size up, then the income starts flowing. And your win rate can change over time. You don't always have to have a 50% on a 1-to-1 or a 60% on a 1-to-2. This month you may have a 50% on a 1-to-1. The next month you may have a 40% and a 1-to-2. In a month you may even be losing more on your losing trades than you make on your winning trades. I know for a period in time I had a 0.9 risk to reward. So for every dollar I spent, I was making 90 cents. But I had an 85% win rate. That made me largely profitable during that period. Not just that, but it made me green for a long time in that period and consistently. So for you may have a 1-to-5 risk to reward, but you may be having a very low win rate. If you don't take your data, if you don't measure your data, if you don't analyze your data, you can't find out these things about yourself. And if you do find out these things about yourself, because you analyze your data, you can now work towards improving what you need to improve. So like tweak your system. If your win rate is too low, then tweak your system to improve your win rate. If your risk reward is too low, then tweak your trades that you execute to have a better risk reward. But it all starts with data. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys with this Christmas gift, you feel me? Is your data. Your data means everything, and you need to lock in on it. Stop sleeping on it. Stop thinking that there's this magical edge that's gonna make you profitable. The profitable version of you already exists. It just needs you to become serious, you feel me, and actually start like analyzing your data. If you're not measuring your data, then I don't know what the hell you think you're doing, but you're not trading. You know? And that's the message. All about data. So I hope you guys lock in. I know that if you watch this video and you really like took something from it, if you really do go on to practice what we talked about here, then I have 100% faith and assurance in you that you're going to have a great 2026. If you're not profitable, you are going to be profitable. And if you are profitable, you're going to become even more profitable. Alright, fam. That being said, Merry Christmas. I figured I'll come out here and give you guys a gift of knowledge. I think there's a saying somewhere that says, in this situation, of course, it could always be flipped around. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Hope y'all lock in, get TradeZilla or Notion. Just record your data. Guys, I'll be honest, man, I'm dreading going to the dentist. I have a wisdom teeth I gotta pull out. Because now it's becoming so frustrating. You guys can even hear me when I'm talking. I keep biting my mouth. But yeah, that's a side quest for the future John. That's John in a few days from now. Until then, stay trading, stay happy, stay present, and enjoy the holidays, fam. I'll see you all when I see